software also. So
Which software are you working?
Pega.
Right, right. Okay, okay, okay.
So I want to switch a technology part before. So I was like starting to learn from this SAP. I mean,
So Pega basically like it's for security, right?
no, it's
Security and admin, right?
yeah, no, it's like a developer software. It's include like all the things like clouds and webs and
Ah,
mainly all the things like that.
but do they have a ERP? Like anything like ERP?
I don't think so.
They don't have that. Fine. No, I heard about that, but
Mm.
I was just like asking like whether they have ERP. I think they don't have ERP, so they are into different application. Yeah. Okay, right. Basically, okay. So what is your domain experience you have actually? You have
Actually,
any industry experience?
actually, I now I am from the mechanical background, so
Very good, very good. Then MM is good. No doubt
yeah.
about it. Because everybody with engineering background or basically mechanical means definitely they are going to start with MM because
Mm.
MM is the core module which is required for any industry, any project you can find out. Any SAP project, MM will be there. So
Mm.
once you know MM, it will be easy for you to get into even plant maintenance, production planning, quality management, other modules also. Those
Mm.
are all called as the logistics or supply chain management modules. But the core
Mm.
module is the MM. For
Yeah.
every project, especially for engineers, it is good. It's like hot cake. Any
Mm.
engineer want to get, then you have to start in MM module. So it's a materials management.
Mm.
So we write it actually. Okay, so you're able to view my screen, right?
Yeah.
So SAP is ERP, right? So SAP ERP product. Actually, what SAP has done is when the SAP started, so there was a R1 single architecture. That is somewhere in 1970s, 72, you can say. Then again, SAP came with two-tier architecture. That is 1982. Okay. Then again, R3 came, three-tier architecture. That is 1992. That's how every 10 years, when SAP started first 1970s, it was based on the COBOL or some different application. Okay, machine language, some machine language they used in 1970s. But 1992 onwards, SAP developed their own application that is called as the ABAP, Advanced Business Application and Programming. So
Hello.
you know that actually this product, you can
Hello.
say, I'm
Hello,
audible,
Swati.
right?
Yeah, yeah. So thing is that I need the recording of this. Is it okay? I need to.
So now, see here, SAP. Let's take actually like if you take IT industry, right?
Mm.
IT or maybe computer. If you divide this, you can divide that into two areas. One is the hardware or infrastructure.
Mm.
Infrastructure, right? Infrastructure. The second one is like you have a software. That means on hardware and software. Let us take it. So when it comes to hardware, means it is about you are talking about the data centers, machines, computers, laptops, and so on. Data centers, laptops, or maybe systems and so on, right? Like computer systems, whatever this you are taking, printers and so on. So when it comes to software, means it is about C, C++, like Java, right? And
Mm.
there are so many applications are there nowadays. So maybe everybody, as a commonly, if you tell C, C++, Java, okay, fine, somebody. But there are now in the market, there are so many applications are there, right? Python also there, and so many are there. Like actually, Python is there. There are so many hundreds of products are there in the market. Even using this JavaScript also you can write a program. So many are there in the market. Okay, Node.js is there. I think a lot of things are there. But generally, why I'm telling you, if you can divide this like two industries, since you are mechanical, I'm just telling you. Like I have seen people, without having any programming or like programming IT knowledge, even people coming from like BCom, BSc, MBA, MCom or like a BTech computer science. Computer science, of course, okay, they will understand easily. What about their all other areas? People like BTech in, like example, like you have chemical engineering, you have like your production engineering, you have mechanical engineering, you have all this is not core, but still it is one opportunity for people who want to get into IT industry. You can get into this area. Okay, this area you can get it, but again, if you take this area again, by using this application, the what is required for a business, you are going to write application. That's why it's called as a business application. So SAP is one business application. You want to write any application, because what is the purpose of this? Because software came for a business, to write something, to make to use computers for a business purpose, to make our life easier, right? That's why that's how this came. For example, maybe it came from calculator. First calculator came. So calculator was that means for statistics purpose. That means to calculate, measure, for mathematical calculation, like that only it came. So which they were using in the business, like that only. This initially this whatever these applications are there, they used this to develop business application. Example, I can say material requirement planning, MRP, or maybe for the sales, maybe for the finance accounts, like that. So this is the main concept when it came first. That's how these products came in the market. When the manufacturing companies, they want to do materials planning, production planning, or sales accounts, like that, or materials management, like this. That's how it started. So that time they're using in second one, maybe you can say 50 years back. But later on, SAP started 1970s, it became popular, because that time they started in like COBOL based. Because yes, IBM people, like IBM company, the people who are working in IBM, or maybe you can say the Germans who were working in IBM company, they started this company in 1972. So then when they were started, so they were working for IBM, so that's why even the backend also IBM was there. IBM database, mainframe they're using, IBM mainframe they're using, okay, for that. And even the IBM database they were using. So they used that before. So they started. Actually, knowledge purpose, I'm telling you, don't worry about it. These are all not required. So here, at least, possibly, generally they may ask you from here actually. So yeah, so from here they'll ask you actually. If they ask you, they'll ask you about this. Okay. So R3 is there. So like this, they use different application, but 1990s SAP became popular this same. Even though they had there, it is there from 1970s, 80s. That time it was not that much popular. Not many people knows about SAP that time. But when it comes to 1990s, after the internet boom was there and industrial revolutions, you can see some new things came in the market. The internet boom came, so then the SAP also became a popular that time. So R3, three-tier architecture. So why they are calling single architecture, two-tier architecture, three-tier architecture, like that? Single architecture means when you have only one system, black and white. Those are the days in 1970. Black and white. Actually, you can say here, black and white. So black and white. Then again, 1980s, you can say again the system like a two-tier came. One tier means single system. Two-tier means two systems. Assume that disconnect to another system like this. Connect to this system. So maybe you are going to code here, and this user can use it. Like the two systems came. Then again, three systems came here. Three systems came. That means three layers it is called. So like this. So maybe first one you have a database. Because database we are going to keep somewhere, right? Like you have SQL database, Oracle database, like that. Database will be here. This database is further, it can be connected to the like application. Application, maybe what are the application we are using? Let us take in ERP itself. You have finance application or material application, like that. Material department for purchase application. MM material actually. It is actually called here as a ABAP. Because by using ABAP only they developed. So it is about ABAP for application, like maybe SD or MM, assume that they are using this. This is one system. Then assume that one more is connected to this database centrally. So another one maybe, for example, let's say that this is CRM. CRM itself is a different department, the concept also different, right? So CRM, like this. So this again, it is connected to the end users. Who is going to use this CRM? Maybe sales manager or CRM manager, right? So like this. So then again, this connected to like this. This correct to the end users. End users you can call. You can call it as end users. So this also, for example, let's say this may be some say look here, some logistics manager or so. Yes, logistics manager is using this. Let us take example. This application used by logistics manager example. So this is a like a third layer. This is third layer. So here you have one layer. So this is third layer. So this one, third layer. This is a application is a second layer. Database is a first layer. Like this, three layers came. That's how this SAP, the architecture they call. They also call it as architecture. Even you can see that in mechanical also, if you have any, before you starting any project or any machine, everything you can see some architecture will be there. No? First you're going to tell how the architecture, how it works, how that product or machine works. Some architecture will be, some model will be there. So like that, this is R3 architecture it is called. R3 architecture. This is R3 architecture they call. So this, based on this, SAP divided into 4 areas. 4 areas. Look, actually, you say you have a ABAP. This is for the people who are interested in programming. For them, it is a ABAP is there. This for computer science people, beta computer science, or maybe BSc computer science, BCA computer science, MSc computer science. For those people, this is actually, you can say beta computers. Computers people, or maybe IT background people. You can say or MSc, BSc, like that, MSc IT background people. So like that. This is because this is a coding. Programming means what? ABAP is a coding, programming. Then another area is there. So that also you can call it as a technical. This also you can call it as a technical, but this is a basis. Basis means system administrator, who is going to take care of the system installation, configurations. Any new users are coming, giving the usernames, passwords, or setting the system access to them. That are all called as a basis. So here, hardware configurations, software installations, and user management, security, system security, that will be handled by this people. This another area. So these are all both you can call it as a technical, because this is also technical side. This is a database administration. This is also technical. So functional you have. This is a functional. This is for the people like who are working in different departments in the industry, who is coming from different departments. So function means what is your function? What is your area you're working? For example, production, maybe finance, accounts, HR, like that. So for accounts you have FICO module is there. For sales people, you have SD. So for a purchase department or a materials department, you have MM. Then production department, you have PP. So like that. So here, let's say like production department. So you have PP. Like that modules came. HR also there, human resources also there. What are the models I'm telling you? These are good. Every majority of the projects these are required. Then another area is the new dimension models. New dimension model. New dimension model means some new models came in the market. CRM, customer relationship management, and supplier relationship management, SRM, supply chain management, SCM. Okay. And BW, business warehousing, business intelligence, like HANA came. So like that. HANA is for database or reporting purpose. So these are the 4 areas. Coming to this now. So we are talking about MM. So now next I'll tell you about this model, MM. Okay, now coming to MM, materials management, actually what happens here? Everything starts from the planning. Materials planning, MRP. Let's say example like Samsung want to buy the raw material. Let's say example, Samsung want to buy raw material from the Intel. Assume that the company here is Intel. So Intel means we are talking about supply company who is going to supply. For example, maybe let's say some components it supplies. So everything is going to start from the planning MRP, right? So materials planning you are going to do. But actually there are two things are there here. If it is goes to like a production like a PP, it is possible. If the Intel is manufacturing, let us take here actually. If Intel is manufacturing, then this department is there. So this actually you can call it as a production planning. So PP will come in picture here. If there are externally, if you are planning, then you have to buy, then it will come in MM. So this is actually you can call it as internal. For production planning, you can call it as internal planning, because internally you have to manufacture. This is called as external plan, because externally you have to procure the material. So like this. But when you do this, first thing, every business start with the planning, right? So this is a plan. This is the planning. But majority planning is here, but a little bit planning we also do in MM. So this planning, it starts once you do the planning. Maybe automatically plan, you have to plan, or maybe manually you are going to plan. Then purchase requisition you are going to create. Once this manually is created, or maybe automatically created means it has a link to PP, then again SD. So let that link will be there. But here we are talking about MM. Generally, let's take it here. This will come in case like if the other modules are there, right? That's automatically. But here externally means MM is responsible. So once we plan, then purchase requisition is created by somebody like who is requesting that material. Manually they are going to create, or otherwise depends on the customer like requirements, sales department plan or whatever that customer requirement. Then the automatically planning with respect to PP and SD may happen. Let's select here example. I will tell you explain in more details here. So planning is a first phase. First thing is everything is going to start with the planning. Once the planning is done, next what is required? Once the planning purchase requisition is created, next you have to identify the source. Identify the source. Source determination will come in picture. Source determination. Source determination means what? You have to identify who is the supplier for that products, and you have to place the order for with the best suppliers who is offering the best price. So this is second, source determination. So what you do here, you are going to maintain the source list. You are going to maintain the source list, number of suppliers. Then actually you are going to request for quotation from them. So that means you are going to ask, for example, let's say this is asking Samsung. Just example I'll tell you, or maybe Wipro, like this. Let's say example here. Assume that they are asking maybe like a Wipro, let's assume that they have selected two suppliers, Wipro and Samsung. Let us take example. So let's take any, because here we are taking like these people, right? See here, maybe one you can take it as a customer, but one this internally where they are going to procure this material. Example. So like that. Now we are taking Intel. I'm telling you example here. Assume that Intel has a requirement to manufacture, produce, and sell this to this company. And now what they will do, this supplier, they want something like raw material. Then maybe they are going to select some vendors. Out of hundreds will be there. Source list means what? Hundreds of suppliers will be there, but we never buy from all the people. We select who is the best offering or who is offering the best price. So example, let us select here. You have selected one Wipro and another one maybe you have selected. Let's take example Sony. Okay, Sony. So then you are going to request the quotation from them. You are going to ask so and so material, or maybe see this particular any component, electrical component, or electronic component. So motherboard or anything. Just example I'm telling. Assume that they want to buy. So then they are going to request quotation from them. This company Intel is going to request quotation. Then these people will send the quotation here. So request for quotation. So here you can say this is 3. Then maintain the quotation. They receive the quotation. They have to maintain the quotation here in the system. So this is the 4. After that you play. That is what quotation means. Next thing comes here is a purchase order. So PO process. So that means you are going to enter, you are going to place the order with these companies like Wipro and Sony. You are going to accept this quotation, then you are going to send it to these people. So you create a purchase order. For example, let's say Wipro. So Wipro, you are going to send this vendor. This is the vendor. You're going to send. So then after the purchase order, maybe if any old purchase orders are there, anything is there, then you can call it as a PO history. In case if you have already placed the order, but material is not received yet, so that means that is called as a PO history. Then assume that like you are going to receive the material based on the purchase order, then inventory management. Inventory. So this inventory means it is possible like goods receipt, goods issue, and a goods transfer, like this, or even inventory management. Any other things like a physical inventory management like that. So this is one. So now this is a next step here. Assume that now you place the order, Wipro has supplied materials, so you created a purchase order. Then you are going to, so this 7, then let's say 8. You also, the Wipro has sent you the invoice, actually called as a vendor invoice. So this vendor invoice you are going to enter, and you are going to cross check whether it is perfectly as per the as per the purchase order received or not. You are going to check. If any taxes are there, you are going to update the taxes. Then after that, the finance department is going to make a payment to the supplier. The FICO people make a payment. Payment to the supplier, maybe Wipro or any of these companies. That's how actually happens. But there are different things you are going to learn. You're going to learn about the standard purchasing. You're going to learn about the consignment purchasing. Okay, then you're going to learn about the contract purchasing. There are different types of things you're going to learn practically. Contract purchasing, subcontracting. Okay, like this. All this, like once you start, we'll tell you all the business scenarios you're going to learn, including inventory management, logistics invoice verification, physical inventory management. This is also one topic. Inventory management, physical inventory management. Okay, contracting, subcontracting, scheduling agreement. Different thing. Actually, you can say this one topic required. There so many topics are there. So maybe like 25 sessions will be there. Okay, like this. Right. So this is the thing. Then later on, the detail you are going to learn. If you have any question, you can tell.
Okay, so like it is like a basic thing or it is
Advanced level.
okay. So
All the scenarios you are going to learn. All the scenarios practically you are going to learn.
And all of this is a part of this MM, right?
MM, yeah. MM will be learning this.
Okay, so
Starting
like
from the scratch, enterprise structure, from finance, from base, some structure we are going to create like that. You will understand how to implement in the real time.
Okay, so the thing is that I want to like learn how to configure this all this thing like
that is what actually. See, I told you in user so that you will remember. If you want to run that, you have to configure. Then only you can run all these things.
yeah. So
where do you put up actually?
Sorry.
Where do you stay?
I stay in Amravati, like in Maharashtra.
Maharashtra.
Yeah.
Okay, you are from Maharashtra. Okay, no problem. So, like, you tell me if you have any questions, you can tell me. Then, otherwise, you can talk to this consultancy people, and they'll fix up time, and we can start.
Oh, okay. For now, I don't have any question. If I have any question, I will ask you.
Okay, right. Okay, let's see.